Next, let's talk about systems model or systems theory and contingency theory. And this comes from the perspective that it just all depends. We're all part of a puzzle and all the different pieces affect and interact with one another. Again, from Cheryl Hamilton's Communicating for Results, here's her management perspective on that. Regardless of what other managers say, there's no single best way to manage. Any of the three organizational models just described could be successful depending on any number of internal and external factors. In deciding which management style would be the most effective in a particular situation, a manager should consider internal factors such as employee needs, expectations, and abilities, complexity of the employee job, the level of satisfaction available from each job, and of course the manager's own comfort with various communication approaches. A manager should also consider such external factors as customer expectation, local and national economy, and competition from other organizations. In addition, managers and employees must be aware that every part of an organization is interdependent on every other part, and that when the actions of any one department or even one person can actually affect the entire organization. Therefore, communication and feedback within and between departments is extremely important. Now that global sales and constant change are the norm, effective communication is a must. Downsizing, which we plan and implement carefully, allows the company to improve communication even more, streamline work processes, and add flexibility while maintaining our customer-first approach. So basically, both of these two systems we're going to talk about, which go hand in hand, say that it depends on all the different things that are going on. Systems theory is based on a very biological approach to organizations. Just like an organism it has all the pieces within it that function together, but it's also affected by outside environmental cues. They say organizations are just like that. We're not this little impermeable group, that outside influences are going to affect productivity. So an open system has information moving in and out of the organization. You also have those people who you call boundary spanners, who link the organization to the outside world. Oftentimes this might be your sales team who go out and gather more information, or a research and development department that go and gauge customer attitudes and opinions and bring it back into the company. So that's very important in making decisions and protecting against outside threats. Another thing is that it recognizes all parts of the organization are interdependent on another. If our college's IT department went down, there would be havoc throughout the whole organization. Nothing would get done and everything would screech to a halt. Just same thing with financial aid, same thing with any piece of the organization. So all the parts are interdependent on one another, just like in a biological system. If your kidney shuts down, the rest of your body might be in trouble as well. Contingency model looks at also the dependencies within them. And Fred Fielder talked about how traditional decision making, as we talked about that theory X, that works with extremes. When there are extreme circumstances, sometimes in an emergency situation, people just need to be told what to do and how to do it. And that'll make things happen fast. Or on the opposite, when things are going really well, when you have a really well-liked leader and a powerful leader and there are clear tasks to be done, sometimes people just need to be told what to do and they'll respond favorably because they like that person who's guiding them. House-Bath goal theory talks about how management should adjust to an employee's style. So it's not the employee adapting to the manager, it's the manager looking at who is this person I'm working with, what's their personality like, and how can I best set my leadership so that it's going to help this individual. Finally, we have Weechie, or Theory Z, which talked about management should adjust to the corporate culture. That if you have an organization that's a certain type of organization, people are going to want to go to work for that because they feel like they fit in. An example of that would be EDS, Ross Perot's company in Dallas, Electronic Data Systems. Growing up in Dallas, EDS had this reputation of being a very straight-laced company. They liked to hire ex-military people. They wore white shirts with dark suits and certain ties, and don't come to work in a crazy suit and crazy tie because that's not going to fit in there. It was a very structured organization, very bureaucratic organization. And this Weechie theory, or Theory Z, says that if you have that type of personality, you're going to want to go to work for EDS. You're going to want to be part of that organization so that employees will naturally fit into the organizational culture, and management should also fall in line with those values of the people who want to work there.